All right, so let's address something about the vacuum. Sometimes the vacuum is so much, it may actually be dripping from the bottom. And that's usually an indicator of that the inside of it. This part has the inside part, which is the silicone. It's not turned the right angle. For example, if this one is turned up like that, there may be some skimming that might happen and the water can go in there. This goes into your vac motor. You don't want that. And the way that this works is by creating a vortex. So it has to be at this particular angle so the water can and air will circulate and spin around, and the air is able to get out faster because of the vortex. So it gives you more vacuum. So make sure that this is pointing at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. If you point at the other angle, then 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And that creates the vortex, and it eliminates any of the skimming of the water that could happen if it was up a little bit. In order to turn this, you just have to be a little bit more, it's a press on, so you just have to be a little aggressive and then just move it to the direction, the angle that you want, which is about 4 or 5 o'clock. And that'll give you more vacuum, also stop that skimming of the water. If it points down all the way, then you're not going to get the vortex. You may still have some skimming because the vacuum is so much, it's going to hit the water that's in there, and there may be something that goes in there. Now at the factory, they're supposed to set it correctly like this, but sometimes they don't. I don't know why. So I apologize for that if that happens to you, but just make sure you check it if you have any of those water leaks. Usually what will happen is a leak from underneath. So if I was to take this, hang on 1 second, show you the underneath. So flipped it over. This silicone. What will happen is the water will skim, go through the motor and come out of this. And then you get a little puddle down at the bottom. And it also happens when you don't use defoamer. Say for example, if you're cleaning and it seems like the vacuum isn't as strong as it could be. That means that the foam is bogging it down. So in that case, you can add a little bit of defoamer into your vacuum hose that's connected to this. And then that way, the foam is killed with the defoamer as it comes in. And since there's no foam, the foam doesn't have the ability to go with the air through this into the motors. And that extends your vacuum life.